Hi, this is Kelly. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a formative assessment tool that's called Kahoot. It is a game-based learning platform that provides the use of quizzes, discussions, surveys, or jumbles. And jumbles is their new option. It provides a little bit more student interactive ability where students can drag and drop their answers instead of a single click. So what you'll need to do is go to the URL create.kahoot.it/login, which takes you to their sign-in page. You can sign in with Google or you can get your free account. Basically, you will need a username, a password, an email address, and you'll just tell the program that you're a teacher. And since I've already done that, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. All right, so this is the dashboard, and you will notice it's got a lot of Halloween fun. Halloween's just a few days away, and Kahoot usually chooses different activities that go along with whatever else is going on. So you can do a Halloween vocabulary quiz, you can do an ordering adjectives jumble, so lots of fun stuff within that top pick selection. You will also see on the left that you have ELA, history, math, science, lots of fun things to choose from. You have an option to look for Kahoots that have already been created. Yep, you don't have to recreate the wheel, so you can use something that fits your needs. You can also save Kahoots, so you can go back and use them with new groups of students. So I'm going to create a new Kahoot, just kind of give you a little preview of how that works and how easy it is to create one. So I'm going to choose quiz, and you're going to begin with giving that quiz a title. And I'm going to call this computer parts. And I'm going to give it a description. And I'm going to hashtag this because I want it to be easy for others to find it if they need it. And I want to make it visible to everyone. The language choice is going to be English, and my audience is also a school setting, elementary school. And I can also upload an image. So let's say I wanted to use this desktop here. I'm going to open that up, and I'm also going to give credit to that resource. And so I usually will put those on a little sticky note so they're easy to get to when I need them. All right, you can also do an intro video if necessary. I'm going to click OK, go, and it's going to take me to where I add in my questions. So you can add as many questions as you want. So my first question is going to be, what tool is used to input or enter information? And you can set a time limit, and since it's kindergarten, I'm going to give them the full 2 minutes, and I can give them points as well, which is kind of neat because as the timer counts down, the points also go down as well. So you are required to put in at least 2 answer choices. So I am going to put in some different computer parts. I have keyboard, I have monitor, and since it's kindergarten, let's just do those 2 choices. So what tool would I use to input or enter information? The choices are keyboard and monitor. I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark and let the system know that keyboard is the correct answer. I can also upload an image of a keyboard, and that is my visual component. Now again, I want to cite that source, and let's go ahead and do that. And this is from dailyclipart.net, which is awesome because they offer smaller pictures for free, and then as the pictures go up, they can cost anywhere from $3 to $4. All right, but this one is free because it's medium. All right, so I have added that in, and I'm going to go ahead and click next, and I can add in another question. I'm going to say, what tool is used to view the information on a computer. And again, I'm going to set my time limit and award my points. And again, 2 answer choices. So let's say I want to use hard drive and monitor. And I'm going to check to show that that is correct. And I'm going to upload my image. Go and get your source. And give credit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click Next. I'm just going to do 2 for the sake of time and click Save. All right, so now my Kahoot is finished and I am ready to either edit, preview, play, or share it. So when I'm ready to play, I will get my kids onto their computer stations and they will go online and they will use the URL kahoot.it and it will take them to basically a student sign in and it will look similar to what you see here on these different devices. And the kids just put in this PIN and it takes them directly to that particular game. So once everybody's logged in, I know how many players I have and I'm ready to start that game. Basically what happens is the kids will see different shapes and different colored buttons. So like a blue square, a blue triangle, or a green triangle, and that would represent the answer choice from the screen. And since nobody's logged in, obviously I can't play it. But I do want to show you what happens when they are in a game that someone else has already selected. So I'm going to close this out. And I'm going to go and locate a Kahoot that has already been created. And so basically you're going to use some keywords. And it will pull up Kahoots that have already been created. And this is actually a Kahoot that I am using with my 3rd graders. And since it was already created and it had basically the information that I needed, why go and make a new one? So when you click play, it gives you a preview of the questions that are on the Kahoot. And you click play. And again, it pulls up the screen where you choose if you're using shared devices or one-to-one devices. My students would be on one-to-one. And basically what I really like about Kahoot is it will work with any device. You can use a smartphone, a tablet, a desktop, a laptop, and really anything that has an internet connection. And the kids really, really like this because it breaks the monotony of a paper pencil task. And it can be used for a pretest, a ticket out the door, a review, or even just for fun in different trivia situations. All right, so here I have my ready to join. It's going to pop the pin up onto the screen. So there it is. And basically what students would need to do. All right, so students will need to log into Kahoot.it and it's going to ask for their game pin, and so I would basically set this up for them so they can see the game pin. And getting ready. All right, so there's the game pin right there. Let me turn my volume down. All right, so my game pin would go in and enter. And right over here, oh, got to add that nickname. So my students basically are asked to add in a number. So let's say student number 12 is logged in. Okay, go. You're going to see over here on the left, there's one player in. We do have the discussion that the words that they choose for their nickname need to be appropriate, so using numbers just makes sense. All of their classrooms have number positions, so I just use them in the lab as well. Students are logged in, ready to go. Then I will click Start, and up on the smartboard, they will see the first question. When researching online, you should type in blank to a search engine like Google. So are they going to put questions, complete sentences, or a few keywords? So these are the student options. They click on the shape and color. So I was awarded 805 points for that answer. And then once everybody has answered, then it correlates who's in first, second, third place based on the points awarded. All right, so number 2, this is a good keyword search if you want to find out what Olympians eat. Is it Olympian diet? So you either agree or disagree. So I got 863, I think, points on that. That went so quick. Then I'm going to click Next, and in first place with 1,768 points. You want to see how much it costs to attend U of I. You search how much does U of I cost. So is that an effective search or an ineffective search? Meaning you're going to get way too much information. So you would make your selection and got it wrong. So my answer streak is lost, and that was considered a tough question. I'm going to click Next, and player 12 is still in the lead. So basically, it's keeping track of student information, and I know who's doing well based on their student numbers. I really tend not to let them use nicknames because it's harder for me to know who is answering what, and I like to keep some bit of privacy, and they're really only concentrating on their numbers, so I'm not really worried about others keeping track of others' points. I'm sure it does happen, but they usually keep that discussion for when they're out of my room, and we do talk about good sportsmanship when we are taking Kahoots, because we want to, keep positive, good attitudes about this. So hopefully this has kind of shown you a little bit about what Kahoot can offer in the form of quizzes. And I know my kids really like it, and I hope your kids like it too.